Just wanted to give you a quick look at this little Derringer before I start doing some work on it. This gun needs a lot of work. As you can see, there's a nick right there in the top of the gun right there, right at the sights. There's some damage right here where it's just not milled evenly behind the sights. This thing does not go down all the way. If you can see here where the little strap comes over, it won't go down all the way because this hasn't been shaped properly here. There's a bunch of scratches on it. This is very poorly milled right here. You can see this isn't even. As you can see how uneven that is. So I'll have to fix that in. There's kind of a divot in it right there. The back strap is just very poorly milled. Look at that. I mean, it just looks really bad. Some pitting, some scraping. It's not evenly cut across through here. I don't know if you can see that real well, but see how this is. There's a lot more steel here than there is here. So it's not rounded off. I'll have to round off this whole back strap, even out this seam. Just needs a lot of work. Needs to be done on the top. Needs some cleaning up through here and through here. On the bottom here, the seam, how you can see that there's where they didn't get that quite milled off all the way, so there's kind of a little recessed line right there. The gun just needs a lot of work. These weren't well known for being super well finished when they left the factory. They were just kind of put together. I mean, for what it is, it's a pretty good specimen. The grips are in good shape, so that's the most important part to me, because that's the part I can't really fix that easily. So I'm going to go over, we'll start doing some things, start milling down, flattening down the back, going to refinish the whole thing. And I might give this thing I'm not sure if I'm going to bead blast it back down and brush back out the sides, or if I'm just going to high polish the whole thing, because using sights on these things is kind of ridiculous. I would normally flatten the top at least just for the sights, but the sights on these are so ridiculous. I mean, the triggers on these things are so bad that you're not going to really be lining it up for a sighted shot. This is going to be a pulling it out and sticking it in someone's gut or under their chin, pulling the trigger kind of a gun at very close range. So I might just high polish the whole thing once I get it done. But I wanted to give you a before picture here. So you can see, look at how rough it looks down there too, lots of nicks and stuff. I want to give you a before picture here before I get on fixing it. First thing I'm going to do is work on fixing that to where it goes down flat. So I'm going to push the pin out there. Take this off. And I'm just going to take a little bit off the front of it here so it'll start going down flat. Well, there you go. Now it is fixed. Now it closes evenly. There was a little too much steel on the front of this, which kept this from levering down and didn't close properly. As you can see now, it closes evenly all the way across. This little gap is symmetrical all the way across there, and on this side too. That's really the only mechanical thing that was wrong with the gun. Everything else is cosmetic. So now that I have got that fixed, I will now start with the cosmetic work. First thing I think I'm going to do is sand out this little nick in the front here and get rid of that. Okay, that nick is gone, so now I'm going to worry about this little spot right here, this little divot. That's actually a little divot there where that dark place is. So now I'm going to fix that now that the nick is out of the front of the sight here. Okay, now that is fixed. So now I just got to decide what I'm going to move on to next. I'm either going to sand the scratches out of this, or I might even get started on the back strap. I'll have to decide what I feel like doing. Go take a little break for now, but everything so far is going perfectly. No glitches so far. Don't know if I mentioned it before, but the grip screws are a little screwed up too. So I'm going to go ahead and get the grips off here, and I'm going to fix those the grip screws, fix the heads on the grip screws, and then I will start working on the back here. Okay, as you can see here, that is shaping up nicely. Shaped the back of that, reshaped around here. As you can see, it's a little more even now, and it's getting even more even here as I finish it up. I just wanted to show you how it's turning out here. I have refinished this all the way around to the bottom of the guard here. I think next I will start working on this right here. The way I did this back here is I just put this in a vise and then just did this like I was with a piece of sandpaper, just like I was buffing a shoe, you know, just like you're signing a shoe back and forth, and did it along the shape of the that way you keep the nice rounded shape. If you try to sand with something like with your fingers or something, you'll flatten out areas, but if you do that little just buffing, like buffing with sandpaper, gives you that nice rounded edge and gives it a nice smooth finish. So like I said, now I think I'll move on to this part here and doing this little place, evening this up here some. You ain't even my real dad.